Hey guys, here's another video of my trip to Japan. This is shot in Kyoto, and this is part 2 of my video series from my recent travel. Okay, so this is in Gion, not quite the Geisha area. It's more of kind of like residential area close to Gion, or yeah, not the touristy part of Gion, but there were several tourists at this time when I was filming this. This was around like 8 in the morning, so already the crowd was starting to gather, and yeah, just like wandering around. This is a really nice area with a lot of traditional housing, as you can see. I've been just kind of filming it, testing my gimbal. Okay, so this is a kind of creepy area, and yeah, so we were not allowed to like walk any further in this area. So I just kind of creeped me out. So slowly backing away. All right. Okay, so this is a restaurant, also in the same neighborhood, and yeah. So this was really nice, fancy restaurant, I believe. So I was just walking around and really filming this and kind of absorbing all of the architecture. I'm really obsessed with like a lot of the landscaping in the area, as well as the obviously the architecture. It's really impressive. So this is like kind of like a pathway. There are several shops along the way, and restaurants as well. This is kind of like leading up to like a park area, and I will have the actual park later on in the video. But so basically, this is if you wake up really early, as I mentioned in the previous video. If you wake up really early, you will have a very good chance of getting all those photos, those Instagrammable photos in certain locations, and there would be a lot of tourists. So really the key to traveling and going anywhere and making sure that you get those really cool shots that you can show off later, is to wake up early. And it is kind of counterintuitive, because you are on vacation and really you don't want to wake up early, you just want to relax. But with this kind of travel, really the key is to beat the crowd, not beat them up, but beat them before they get there. So this is also another restaurant, and really it's just the way it's so traditional is really interesting to me, and I think it's really beautiful. And it is quite historic. The streets are. I just love the way it incorporates with nature and like the natural elements. You don't see a lot of like modern looking houses in this area, and it's just really beautiful to look at. And there's another torii gate. Yeah. So I think I shot this on a Wednesday. I can't remember. Look at those cute little children. So yeah, so that's one thing that was really cute about Japan, is like seeing a bunch of those kids in their uniforms, like all those Sailor Moon type of uniforms that you see. It was really cute. So this was one of the parks, and I'm just gonna do a walkthrough here, just kind of showing you what the layout is like. So when I got there was a school field trip, and in one of my videos I was actually in central Kyoto. I was actually interviewed by a bunch of school kids who was doing a project for class, and they were learning English, so they were practicing with me and asking me questions about like why I was in Japan or what I like about Japan and things of that nature. So this is a really cool shot actually, when my gimbal was actually working, because earlier in the video it was kind of being screwy and not cooperating. But it's amazing when technology works. But yes, so this is what the park is. Typically, you will have people dressed up in kimonos in this area and doing photo shoots. And so this is, going up here is a kind of like a mini mom and pop store. And, we certainly do not have this in America, like this type of shops that's just like, kind of partially open like that. Kind of like a stall, but not really, but it's like an actual building structure. So all of this is, to me, I'm just obsessed with this aesthetic. Oh, more vending machines. So yeah, there's a lot of vending machines. Pretty much in every corner there's a vending machine. You can buy anything at some of those vending machines, especially in Tokyo. I'm pretty sure I did a video, or I shot some clips of me buying some random stuff. All right, so this is still at the park. There's like some renovation going on as well in some parts of it. And what really struck me about this is, how public spaces and private spaces kind of merge together. So you don't really know when you're actually in someone else's property. Because like here in the States, there's a clear definition of like boundaries of, property boundaries, property lines and things like that. But so it was really confusing for me, when I was doing a lot of my walking around and filming, wondering if I'm trespassing onto someone else's property or if it's part of the, sites at the park or wherever, especially in Kyoto. It's really hard to kind of figure that out. So this is just, not really the main geisha area in Gion. I hope I'm saying that right. But it's really, I love how kind of rustic it is, and it's not really that well manicured type of park. So coming up here is another restaurant, I believe. I think it's so it's really, to me, really interesting to look at, just And also there's like something a little rundown about it, but in a very what's the word I'm looking for? In a very charming way. So you don't know if it's like intentionally unkept or or whatever. Because like typically when I think about like Japanese architecture and things like that, it's like well groomed, because you think about bonsai and what have you, and some of those Japanese Zen gardens. So it was a little bit of a shock to me to see that like some of it is like kind of they're overgrown vegetation and whatnot, but I like it. It's it's more it feels more real, if you know what I mean. So here's another restaurant. So I think I spent way too much time in this area because it was way too early for me to be doing anything. Oh, those dogs, they were so cute. Yeah. All right, so that's it for this video. Make sure that you visit my website. I do have some illustrations and drawings. Some of my design work is on my website at iamcolin.com. Please make sure that you visit that site. Comment, whatever. Also, thanks for watching, and I hope you like this video. Subscribe to my channel and watch all of the other videos that I made in this series. There's still a few more videos that I'm trying to edit, and and also let me know in the comments what you think of this video, if I should just shut up and like not even narrate. Thank you.